What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Leo coming to you guys with another video. So this Sunday is AEW Revolution, so I decided to give you guys my predictions for the pay-per-view and what I think is gonna happen. I'll probably do like a go in depth on a few of them and talk about why. So with the first match on the buy-in, we have Hook versus QT Marshall. In this match, I do think Hook is gonna win. I think he should squash QT Marshall and submit his dominance going forward. And plus, he's very entertaining. I love watching his matches. They're very fun to watch. So I'm going with Hook. Send Hook to beat QT Marshall. The next match from the pre-show or the buy-in, Chris Statlander versus Layla Hirsch. They have been building this up on Rampage for a little bit, and then a couple episodes of Dynamite, if I'm not mistaken, but the most I've seen was on Rampage. In this match, I do think, if we're gonna be honest, I think Chris Statlander can win here. I can also see Layla Hirsch winning, but if I have to pick one, I'm gonna pick Chris Statlander to win this match. But onto the main show, we have Jay Cargill versus Tay Conti versus for the TBS Championship. In this match, I'm gonna go with Jay Cargill to win. I feel like you want to keep building her up because they've been building her as the Goldberg of the AEW Women's Division. And I feel like that reign will continue until somebody comes along to take the title off of her. If I'm being honest, I can't see anybody on the roster right now taking the title off of her outside of Thunder Rosa, but she's tied up with the AEW Women's Championship. But who knows, maybe Mercedes Martinez may feud against her. I would like to see that match. I feel like that match will be very entertaining. But if I have to pick one, I'm going to pick Jay Cargill to retain the TBS Championship. And the next match, we have a six-man. We have Matt Hardy, Andrade, and Isaiah Cassidy versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Sammy Guevara. In this match, I'm going to go with Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin. And in this match, I do think this is probably going to lead to like the split up of HFO, and then maybe Matt comes back with Jeff Hardy, and then they come back as the Hardy Boys. I can feel like I see that happening possibly. So that is who I'm going to go with. And for the tag titles, the AEW Tag Team Championships, we have Red Dragon, consisting of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, versus Jurassic Express with Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy versus the Young Bucks. Who I think is going to win? I would love to see Red Dragon win this. I feel like they have been on a road since they came in and aligning themselves with Adam Cole, but I do think Jurassic Express are going to retain here because I think with both Red Dragon and Young Bucks kind of beefing at the moment, I feel like that's going to leave a spot for maybe Jurassic Express to do a roll-up type of victory on one of them, and that's the match. And then maybe you continue the feud between the dissension between Red Dragon and Young Bucks, and then maybe they feud at a pay-per-view or something. I mean, both of them feuding for the tag titles was gold. Either way, the match is going to be entertaining for sure. The next match is Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. In this match, I'm going to go with Eddie Kingston to win. I feel like they kind of want to push him a little bit, so I feel like if you want to keep pushing him, you need to give him some notable wins and get him some notable opponents to be under his belt. So I do think Eddie Kingston's going to win. I feel like this match is going to probably be brutal a little bit. I feel like it's going to be one of those type of matches, you know. But the next match, we have Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. And if I'm not mistaken, I think in one of his promos, Jon Moxley said he hasn't defeated Bryan Danielson. So if that's the case, then I'm going to go with Jon Moxley to win. And plus, he said, if I'm going to tag with you, I have to bleed with you first. So I feel like this match is going to be a bloody type of match. And maybe Jon Moxley wins. And then he says, you know what, you earn my respect. Let's become a tag team. And we go on a tear, form a stable and whatnot. So I do think Jon Moxley is going to win here. In the next match, the Face of the Revolution ladder match. So far, we have Keith Lee, Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Orange Cassidy, and either it will be Ethan Page or Christian. I'm pretty sure Christian is going to be in that match. And who do I think is going to win? To be honest, I'm torn between two people right now, that being Keith Lee and Wardlow. Because if you do Keith Lee, that will be entertaining. But I don't also know if they're gonna do like one of those type of scenarios where they have the Joker come out and be a part of the match. I don't know if that's still gonna take place or not. But if we're not looking at that aspect, and I would love to see Wardlow win this, because I feel like you can continue the feud between the dissension between him, Shawn Spears, and MJF, and I can see this possibly playing into the match. I'm not too sure. If I'm fantasy booking this one a little bit, okay? This one I'm going fantasy booking. So Wardlow gets screwed out of the face of the Revolution ladder match by Shawn Spears or something, right? Then in the match, and then so I'm gonna get into this later in the match when I get to the MJF and CM Punk match. I'm gonna get to this and why I said he gets screwed. So I will have Keith Lee win the match. So my winner for the Face of the Revolution battle ladder match is Keith Lee. So the next match we have for the AEW Women's Championship, we have Dr. Britt Baker defend her championship against Thunder Rosa. Who do I think is gonna win? I think Thunder Rosa is gonna win this. I think she's gonna beat Britt Baker, and she's become the new AEW Women's World Champion, and she's gonna go on a dominant run. I feel like once you have her drop the title, then you can have the more dissension between her and Jamie Hayter, leading them into a match or feud or something like that. I feel like that match will be entertaining to see. And I do have Thunder Rosa winning the championship and becoming the new AEW Women's Champion. In the next match was a dog collar match. We have MJF versus CM Punk. And I'm going to be honest with you, this feud has been one of my favorites, one of my highlights on AEW right now. They have been going back into back on these promos. Their promos have been top tier. And I feel like the match is going to deliver just like their last one did. But if I'm picking this match, this is why I said. So remember in my other match when I predicted Keith Lee's winning, Wardlow gets screwed. So maybe Shawn Spears tries to get involved to help MJF. What happens? Wardlow comes out, beats down Shawn Spears, and MJF is looking at him when he has the opportunity to put CM Punk away. And he looks at MJF looks at Wardlow and says, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And he says, "Go chill," or something like that. Or he gets angry at Wardlow and he smacks Wardlow. He slaps the taste out of Wardlow. And Wardlow, not taking it, he gets in the ring and starts viciously hitting powerbombs with a powerbomb symphony on MJF. And then it leaves the door open for CM Punk to hit the GTS and then win the match. So in this match, I'm gonna go with CM Punk win. I feel like if you give it to MJF, I feel like MJF should win, because it would give him the much needed win to go forward into being in the AEW Women's World Championship picture. Because I do believe when it's all said and done, I do think that MJF is gonna be the one to take the title off of Adam Page. I do think I see that happen. I could see him being the one to take the title of Hangman. So, you could give him the win here, but maybe you want to have it 50-50. And I'm pretty sure CM Punk doesn't have a problem putting him over, anything like that. But I do have CM Punk winning just because I want that whatever happens in the ladder match between Wardlow to be a factor into this match. And I feel like it will be a good payoff. But in the main event for the AEW Championship, I also think that the Young Bucks and the Red Dragons are going to play a factor into this. Now, here's my thing. Hangman will retain. I have Hangman retaining the AEW Championship, and here's the thing. It's going to be a moment in the match where Red Dragon helps Adam Cole to try to get the upper hand and win over Hangman. But the Young Bucks come out, and now Adam Cole is thinking like, "Oh, all my friends are here. They're going to help me win this match, get me the championship." But no. The Bucks go after Red Dragon, not allowing them to be a factor into the match at all. And that leaves Adam Cole blindsided. He gets hit with a blindsided lariat, a buckshot lariat from Adam Page, and pins him 1, 2, 3, and Adam Cole gets back up on his feet while Hangman is celebrating, and now Red Dragon and Adam Cole are beating down Hangman, and what do you hear? Battle cry. You hear Kenny Omega's theme. He is back on AEW, and Kenny Omega and Hangman are on the same page, and you have the Bucks, and you have them stand tall at the end of the show with a huge pop to end the night. And you look up at the stage, right? You look up at the stage and you see a confused look on the face of Adam Cole. He's like, what is going on? And you see what's been going on. Adam Cole hasn't really been favoring the Young Bucks. He's more been favoring the Red Dragon. And I feel like Kenny Omega said, I left you the keys to the kingdom, and what are you doing? You're favoring your friends, your older friends, over the people who've been there with you longer than them. So maybe that leads into a feud between Kenny Omega and Adam Cole at the next pay-per-view, which I'm pretty sure is like Double or Nothing, if I'm not mistaken. Comment down below, is that the next pay-per-view for AEW, Double or Nothing? But I do think at the next pay-per-view or a super event, that's going to be one of the marquee matches. But those are my predictions for AEW Revolution. Comment down below. I want to hear some of your predictions as well, and we'll have a discussion about it. So, can we get 1 like on this video? Comment on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And also hit the post notification bell so you know about every time I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.